Zbcn has unfortunately lost this very important support level around 0.0026. We are currently trading around 0.0022 level for Zebec Network. In this video, we are going to be looking at this very important chart in order to get a clear picture. As a matter of fact, at the end of this video, you will be able to decide if you should continue holding your Zebec Network coin, your Zbcn, or to sell and cut your losses, because this chart holds the key. This is a very important macro and also technical chart which we are going to be discussing in this video. If you're here to like this Zbcn video, please smash the like button. I know a lot of you are angry right now, disappointed. I myself am like devastated, depressed, sad, and angry at the market. If you're paying attention, the entire cryptocurrency market is currently in an extreme fear territory, which is indicating a lot of investors, 99% of investors, are not impressed with the price action, sad, disappointed, confused, and depressed. So it is not over until it's over. I also brought this BTC liquidation heat map on the 6-month time frame for you guys in the previous videos, and I drew your attention to the $80,000 level. I think then BTC was still trading above 100k, but I kept sounding the alarm. So we've successfully swept all the liquidity there. We are going to be talking about this BTC liquidation heat map as well in this video. If you're paying attention, Zbcn is down minus 28.8%, XCN minus 17.6%, Zbcoin minus 19.8%, and also Toshi is down minus 21.6%, Tobo 23.1%, Mog 18.6%, Useless minus 33%. Like 99% of altcoins are currently in a massive bloodbath, not just Zbcn coin. Now let's go back to the Zbcn technicals real quick. Regardless of whatever utility rolling out, partnership rolling out for Zbcn, as long as the market, the overall cryptocurrency market sentiment is in an extreme fear and bearish zone, Zbcn is likely not to react positively to those what's it called, partnership announcement, utility, and whatsoever. Sadly, it's just unfortunate. Now we are now below the support level. I think I told you guys that the moment we are losing that support, we should expect Zbcn to tap into this territory because we have a lot of liquidity there. So the moment we are tapping into that territory, getting a bounce to the upside, the 0.0026 level should act as a resistance. I'm talking about a significant resistance because this is on a higher time frame. So if we are getting a rejection back down, we should expect to tap into this territory once again. I think the territory is between 0.0021 and also 0.0015 level. So the moment we are tapping into that territory, maybe making another lower high, it all depends on how the market makers want to manipulate the price of BTC further. They might want to briefly tank BTC below 80k to scare a lot of people into the 7-something K zone. So the moment we are taking out this resistance finally for Zbcn, flipping it into a support, that is when we can welcome a further price push to the upside, a rejection to this previous high, and then final price push to the upside for Zbcn. I think that is when we can begin to expect Zbcn to tap into this resistance, get a correction before finally taking out this previous high around 0.0072 zone. You get, the moment we are flipping that zone into a support, then it is welcome to a new bull market for Zbcn. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes, and anything can happen. And my name is Isaac. If you're here to like this video, please like the video, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. For those new to this channel, you're welcome. It is now difficult to tell if we are headed into an aggressive bear market or this is just another pullback, because the price analysis, the technical analysis is saying a different thing from what the macro analysis is saying. If you're paying attention, there is currently extreme fear in the entire cryptocurrency market. Last month was extreme fear, last week extreme fear, yesterday extreme fear, now extreme fear. People are scared, people are confused, depressed, sad, and disappointed. This is the others chart against BTC Pay, excluding the top 10 cryptos in the crypto space. Now, if you're paying attention, the red period here is the period of quantitative tightening, while the blue period is the period for quantitative easing, and the blue line you're seeing right here is the Fed balance sheet indicator. The technicals are pointing at a different direction. The macro event are pointing in different direction as well. And if you're paying attention, I specifically drew you guys attention to this BTC liquidation heat map countless times in my previous videos. I told you guys, I think then BTC was still above 100k, and I told you guys you all should pay attention to the $80,000 zone because we have a lot of liquidity there. And I think the moment the market makers are able to clear all the long positions there, all the liquidity there, they might start reconsidering to reverse the price to the upside. Now, we've taken out all that liquidity. BTC briefly tanked to $81,000. We are currently trading around $82,000. Now we're going to come back to this chart, but before then, let's go back to the the liquidation heat map for BTC. I told you guys the moment the market manipulators, the market makers have successfully cleared the liquidity there, they might want to briefly maybe drop the price of BTC below $80,000 level to scare a lot of people out of their position finally before reversing the price. Now, if you're considering this price drop on BTC and we clearing this liquidation on the 6-month time frame, and also considering the quantitative tightening coming to an end, because the last time the quantitative tightening came to an end, August 1st, 2019, the market bottoms. It masked the bottom of that bear market, and after then the price started consolidating until the announcement of quantitative easing, and price exploded to the upside. Now, quantitative tightening, the current quantitative tightening, which began in June 1st, 2022 until now, I think this has been the longest quantitative tightening ever so far since altcoin came into existence. This current quantitative tightening, which began in 2022, has lasted for more than 3 years. The last quantitative tightening just lasted for less than 2 years, barely 2 years. But this time around, the quantitative tightening that began in June 1st, 2022 lasted for more than 2 years and is still on. It's expected to come to an end December 1st, 2025. So if we are following history, the last time the last quantitative tightening, the last time it came to an end in August 1st, 2019, the market bottoms and consolidated into the announcement of quantitative easing. And the quantitative easing phase is when liquidity is being injected into the market aggressively. Why the quantitative tightening phase is when liquidity is being sucked from the market aggressively. I think ever since the quantitative tightening began, the Fed has been pulling out hundreds of billions of dollars from the market. And that is why altcoins are taking the hardest hit. I think the reason why BTC has been going against the quantitative tightening is because it's as a result of the BTC ETF. Aside from that, nothing would have saved BTC. So I think altcoins are near their bottom now. Like I said in the previous video, the bottom is likely to be in this year. Useless is down minus 35%, Popcat is down minus 15%, Tobo is down minus 24%, Mog 25%, Toshi minus 23%, Zbcn minus 28%, XCN minus 19%, Jasmine coin is down minus 21%. All these coins are down this number in just the last 7 days, which is massive if you ask me. Over 400,000 traders were liquidated in the last 24 hours, the total liquidation amount amounting to $2 billion. The long positions are getting massacred, seriously. Over $1.8 billion worth of long positions have been liquidated so far. So I think there's nothing left to get to be liquidated. If they want to like drop the price, it will just be an obvious manipulation to just scare out people before reversing the price. So I think we are likely to start consolidating here into the quantitative tightening announcement, the end of the quantitative tightening announcement in December. So BTC might pump to the upside and then get a final crash to the downside into the bear market. Let's see how it goes, because by the time the quantitative tightening comes to an end, which marks the end of liquidity being sucked out, pulled out from the market, and marks the beginning of liquidity being injected into the market, which is usually the phase where market explodes to the upside. Let's see which one is going to be right, because it's kind of confusing at the moment, to be sincere. If you're here to like my video, please smash the like button, destroy the like button if you haven't already. And as always, my name is Isaac. Invest wisely, buy the dip if you can. If you have liquidity, take advantage of this dip. Peace out.